Boy, I love working from home. Nobody can see you. Oh, I'll be right back. Well, that's a bit better. Obviously, you can see me. And at home here, you get to see the real me, what I think of as the hoodie me. It's definitely the me that my family sees most of the time. I wear my favorite hoodie and my comfy jeans, the real me. But how long can I get away with wearing the same hoodie? Yeah, I think a little bit longer. Now, the real you, who is that? Because that's the one that Jesus wants to know. You see, the trouble with religion is that somehow we've gotten it into our heads that being religious means wearing the right kinds of clothes or talking about the right kinds of things or always going to church on a Sunday morning. And we can get all knotted up and confused about the fact that being religious and being faithful are the same thing. And when we get really good at being religious, and lots of people are good at being religious, it creates a little problem. Because it becomes really easy to see people who aren't being religious, people who aren't wearing the right kind of clothes or going the right kinds of places or talking about the right kinds of things. Now, I've known lots of religious people over the years, and I'm thankful that many, many of them are very faithful. But the difficulty is, for them and for me, is that we can get too caught up with being religious. Now, it might surprise you to learn that Jesus had issues with religious people. He wasn't like those street preachers that you sometimes see, all angry and red-faced and sweaty and telling people they've got to repent of their sins. Jesus did get angry from time to time, but he wasn't shouting at the sinners. He wasn't shouting at the hoodie guys. He was shouting at the religious people. People who had become really good at being religious and doing religious things, but they kind of lost track of what it meant to be faithful. And the difficulty that he had with them is they pushed their religion on other people. They were very good at being religious, but not so good at being faithful. And Jesus said of them, they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Now, the good news is that Jesus doesn't want you to become religious. He doesn't want you to pretend to be something that you're not. He doesn't want you to wear scratchy clothes or sit in a hard pew or sing songs that you've never heard of before. Now, if those things do help you get closer to God, then by all means keep doing them. But don't do them because you think that's the way to get close to God. Jesus just wants to know the real you, the hoodie you. He wants to know what you're passionate about, what you get really excited about, and what you hope for. He wants to know where your heart is broken, and if there's something that you're ashamed of. Now, today is Good Friday. It's the day that religious people had Jesus put to death by hanging him on a cross. And when they did, there was two other guys that were crucified on the same day. They're guys that I think of as hoodie guys. And as they hung there, one of them turned to Jesus and said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said, today you will be with me in paradise. The guy didn't have to talk to Jesus in a particular way. He didn't have to wear the right clothes or be in the right places. He just got real with Jesus. So maybe today would be a good day to have a little talk with Jesus. If you need some words, there's some coming up on the screen, or just talk to him as you would a normal person, your best friend. And the good news is you don't have to take off your hoodie to do it. And may God bless you in the doing of it. And I'll see you next time.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.